All right, let's talk about McDonald's. I mean, it's one of the most famous brands on earth, right? But today, we're going to flip everything you think you know about it completely on its head.
So, I've got a question for you. What business is McDonald's really in? Now, I know what you're thinking. It's obvious, right? They're the biggest fast food chain in the world. But what if I told you that's not their real business? Not even close. And the truth? Well, it might just change how you see those golden arches forever. Yeah, your mind immediately goes to the food, right? The burgers, the fries, the McFlurries, and look, of course it does. That's what they sell to millions and millions of us every single day. But is that really what the business is all about?
I mean, what if the food is just a sideshow? What if all those burgers and fries are just a tool for a much, much bigger, more profitable business that's been hiding in plain sight this whole time?
Okay, so let's dig into this. We're going to start by tearing down what I call the burger joint myth. This idea we all have that McDonald's is just, a massive burger joint.
And look, the scale is it's insane. We're talking over 40,000 restaurants all over the world. It's a global giant, no question. But that huge scale, it actually created a massive problem for the founder, Ray Kroc, way back in the day. Think about it. The profit margin on a 15-cent hamburger is, well, it's tiny. So trying to build this huge national empire on pennies was next to impossible. Quality control was a total nightmare, cash was always tight. I mean, the whole business model just wasn't working for the kind of growth Ray Kroc wanted. The company was literally on the brink of collapse.
So how did they pull themselves back from the edge? Well, the answer didn't come from some brilliant chef or a marketing genius. Nope. It came from a finance guy, an architect with a secret plan who saw a totally different way forward.
And that guy's name was Harry J. Sonneborn. This is the financial wizard, the first president of McDonald's Corp. And he's the one who really got what the company's hidden potential was. He looked at this struggling little hamburger chain and saw something else, something completely different. And here it is, the brilliant idea. Sonneborn basically told Ray Kroc, "Ray, you're not in the burger business, you're in the real estate business." The real money wasn't in selling burgers, it was in controlling the land underneath the restaurants. The key wasn't the food at all, it was the property.
And that one idea, that single pivot, is what created the McDonald's we know today. It turned the company from a simple food business into a landlord in disguise.
You've probably heard this famous quote, "We are not in the hamburger business, we are in the real estate business." And that says it all, doesn't it? Now, Ray Kroc often gets the credit for that line, but it was really inspired by Sonneborn's strategy. That one sentence is the absolute key to understanding the entire McDonald's empire. See, they don't just sell you a burger, they own the corner it's sold on.
Okay, so how does this whole thing actually work in practice? Well, it's a pretty genius three-step model. Step 1. McDonald's corporate finds and buys or leases a prime piece of property, a great location. Step 2, they lease that exact property to a new franchisee. And step 3, that franchisee now pays McDonald's rent, plus service fees, and a percentage of their sales. It's a triple dip. This chart just lays it all out perfectly. You've got the common perception versus the hidden reality. We think their business is selling fast food. In reality, it's commercial real estate. We think the customer is us, the person buying the burger. But no, their real customer is the franchisee paying the rent. And the main product? It's not the Big Mac. It's the lease agreement.
So what's the result of this incredible strategy? It's not just a successful company, you guys. It's a global empire, an empire of property.
Just look at this number. $61 billion. That is the estimated value of the land and buildings that McDonald's owns. Let that sink in. This makes them one of the largest commercial real estate owners in the entire world. It's almost impossible to wrap your head around. And if you need more proof, just look at where their money comes from. This chart shows their corporate revenue streams. A whopping 55%, that's over half, comes directly from rent from franchisees. That is more money than they make from actually selling food in all the restaurants they operate themselves combined. So why is this model so genius? Well, for one, it gives them a super stable, predictable income stream from rent, no matter how many burgers they sell. It also gives them massive control over their franchisees, and on top of all that, the land and the buildings they own are constantly going up in value. They basically can't lose, even if a restaurant isn't selling a ton of food. So, when you put it all together, what are the real golden arches? The symbol isn't just about burgers anymore, is it? Once you see the business behind them, they start to look very, very different. Here's the best way to think about it.
The burgers, they're just the bait. The promise of running your own restaurant, the iconic brand, the fries, it's all there to get franchisees to sign the lease. Because for McDonald's corporate, the rent, that's the real prize.
And that's it. That is why McDonald's is so incredibly dominant and resilient and has been for decades. Recessions, changing tastes, they can survive pretty much anything because, at its core, it's not a food company. It is a real estate titan disguised as a simple burger joint.
So, the next time you drive by those golden arches, you'll know what you're really looking at. And it kind of makes you wonder, right? What other everyday brands are out there hiding their real business in plain sight?